Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Second Cup of Coffee. Pastor Tom here with you. So excited to start a new month here in March. Hopefully you got to see our last one, which is the end of February. We went to Clovis, California on location for the first time at Cup of Joy with Zach Follett, the owner. Such a great time and a wonderful man of God. It was so great to hear his heart. This month we're going to roll into talking about when do I move forward in the things that God has put into my heart. So the title of this month is When, W-H-E-N, with a question mark. When do I do that? We're going to look at David's life, just a few verses in 2 Samuel. And it's chapter 5, verse 22 through the end of the chapter. I'll give you the long and the short of it. David was anointed king over all of Israel. The Philistines heard about it. They came up to find David. David inquires. They go into battle. They beat the Philistines. The Philistines come back in verse 22, and guess what David does? He does the same thing he did the first time. He inquires of God. When do I move forward? Your first step is inquiry of God. Ask him. Ask him what you should do. I saw a meme, I think, the other day, but it had so much wisdom. It said, it's hard to hear God when you've already decided what he's supposed to say in response to your prayer. So when you're inquiring of him, don't presume upon him what his answer is going to be. Because for David, he totally changes the script. And he said, David, I don't want you to do what you did last time. He said, you shall go up, circle around behind them, and come upon them in front of the mulberry trees. And it shall be when you hear the sound of marching in the tops of the mulberry trees, then you shall advance quickly. For then the Lord your God will go out before you to strike the camp of the Philistines. We're not going to get into all of that verse, but I want to point out that certain part. He inquired and God answered in specifics. My part is to inquire. Next week, we're going to hear about my next part is to hear. Okay? So I want you to chew on this for this week. One, am I inquiring God about my when? And if I am I inquiring with an open heart to get a different response than maybe the one that I want? And lastly, God, have I entertained any options that Satan has put in front of me that are distracting me from the opportunity that you're about to open in front of me? God, I don't want to do that. Go to God with those inquiries, see what he says, and allow him to start walking you through, because your when will become very, very clear as you move forward in these scriptures. We're going to cover them in the next 4 weeks. Join us. If you haven't liked us on YouTube, please do that. Subscribe, share us on Facebook or wherever you find us so other people can be encouraged. We love you, and we'll talk to you soon.